Former Columbia Police Chief Randy Scott has been off the job for 1 month today, but on May 13th he'll be back to work in law enforcement as a sheriff's deputy for Richland County.
As he's progressed in his counseling and recovery, we started talking about it, and that he wanted to come back to work. But he didn't want to come back as a supervisor or any stressful situation.
Scott worked for the Sheriff's Department before going to the Police Department in 2010. Lott says the demands of being a police chief added to the issues he says Scott struggled with.
Coming back here in a deputy sheriff's position as an inspector and his duties here is a lot different. It's going to allow him to still have that law enforcement career, but also address some of the priorities that he needs to have in his life, which is his family and his health.
Scott will now have a lower ranking position, working with the community and helping develop the department's leadership training program. His starting salary is $40,000 a year.
You know, he brings a lot of experience with leadership, the good and the bad. And now he'll be able to pass that on to the future leaders we've got here.
Lott says Scott didn't know he had PTSD until he took his leave of absence, went to counseling, and realized how much the 2005 death of Deputy Keith Cannon had affected him.
We were there on the scene. We saw Keith Cannon's body. We saw what had happened to him. So it's a lot to deal with. And then the after effects of that, dealing with the family.
Lott says many deputies have PTSD and work successfully on the job. He says the department has help for those with PTSD, and Scott will have access to those resources. In Columbia, Ivory Hecker, WACH FOX News.